Here we go. She's on 5 to 7, 9 to 10 p.m. Fallback Productions. Talks about topics of the day and loves her country, the U.S. of A. Got her Get Right rally on tax day. Got family country Trump is her thing. She don't know the songs, gives Dave a hard time. Don't worry, it's fine, he's still her Valentine. Keeps us in the loop. Don't you know, sit back and enjoy the Lucretia U Show.
Hello. I'm just gonna say, hey there. I can kind of hear myself. See, this is trippy. Dave, you can turn up just a little bit. It should be like right in the middle and a little bit over. Other than that, yeah. Okay then. Hey, Jen, what is going on? Hey, everybody, it's the news at noon. And if you have not been paying attention to the committee hearings up there in Washington, D.C., where they still are going on, from Bassett, who just came out today, to J.D. Vance, and they're cracking down already, arresting people for all of the fraud when it comes to immigration fraud, illegal alien fraud. Then they also busted one of the biggest pregnancy scam squat in the desert passports that you could possibly get. So they also broke that up. Not only did they break that up, you got Act Blue, SPLC, all of them are up there on Capitol Hill. Then also, which slipped past us, I don't know how it slipped past Christy Fowler, but it did. But you had Bill Gates up there testifying in front of Congress. I don't know if it was closed door or open door, but he was in Congress testifying also about the Jeffrey Epstein. While I hope y'all paying attention to over the pond what's going on in Ireland right about now. So from what I'm understanding, an illegal who is very babied over there like they try to do in America. Well, it's a video out there of them. It's blurred out, but they've had to explain it to me that this illegal Sudan, I don't know where the hell they came from, but they was beheading somebody in the street in Ireland. And the Ireland people actually have rose up and took it to the street, and now they are having riots and everything else over there. So you think it's bad in America? Well, in other parts of the world where they really open up the border, open up their doors, well, they're having a lot of pushback from the native population of these countries, and they're not playing anymore. So I would say keep a eye on Ireland, keep an eye on the UK. There's a couple of more countries over there across the pond that it's got a lot of turmoil going on in the street, and it's the regular citizens against the illegal aliens and also the government. So you're seeing that, and you also seeing a lot of countries shutting their borders down. I guess they turning into Trump 2.5 and saying, hey, it might be a good idea if we shut our borders down because we are having too much chaos. Now, when it comes to England and the UK, I think that's too far gone. That is too far gone. In the UK, I think that's too far gone. But listen, Ireland, Irish, how do you call those people over there? Is they Irish people? Irish people, do what you got to do. I saw that damn video. Y'all having problems with illegal aliens in the middle of the street, brutalizing people and native Irish people in the street, and then trying to behead them at the same time. So now you got the vigilante crowd that is going over there, and they are snatching people out who they feel like are sympathizers, wanting the people to stay in their country, and or trying to cover for these people, where the Irish people are snatching them out of their homes. So eventually we call them Democrats over here. They have had it. So I'm going to keep my eye not only over there, but what's going on not only in Washington, and it's so damn beautiful, but also the UFC fight that's going to be happening, and then also all of these testimonies and people about to go to jail. So I don't care about Act Blue and that lady getting up there and, she said, I plead the fifth over 21 different times. And then coming out what's going on with the SPLC, and then Dr. Alveda King, I sat there and I watched Crockett and her funky ghetto wretched self try to delegitimize who Alveda King is. And I felt for Dr. Alveda. I sat there and I watched that. There was no way that woman would have said any of that about me or my bloodline without me snapping on her. And as Dr. Alveda said, she said, let me watch my words, because you could see the emotion and anger that ran across Dr. Alveda King's face as you got Jasmine Crockett up there trying to bash this woman that has done more in her life than you or those fake fingernails, fake eyelashes, or fake weave could ever do. So, ma'am, you trying to ride off the coattail of the King's family. She is the King's family. Sounding stupid. So, hey, everybody. Hey, Todd. Hey, Addie. What's going on, Marsha? Yes, I have wrote articles. Dave has broke down some videos today. And then do not forget, tonight, I will be the speaker at the Hart County Republican Party monthly meeting. So that's where we will be tonight. So there will not be a show. We will be going live for the actual speech when it happens around by 7 o'clock. So, like I said, tonight I will not be on as a regular show. I will be at a meeting giving a speech. And then got a text message today. They was like, can you get to Washington September the 13th? We can't pay your way. That's normal. Can you get to Washington, D.C. on September the 13th? We want you to come up here and speak at one of our rallies. And I said, absolutely. I said, I'll figure it out. We will figure it out of how we're going to get back to Washington, D.C. I would love for it to be like for 4th of July or the 250th. But just going back to Washington and saying, I miss speaking, y'all. I want to get back out there and start speaking. Well, you know what? I want to get back out there and start speaking. So in September, do not forget, we'll be doing something for that. And then watch out for my page, because I'm going to be really drilling it. And I want to have to get it in by August. So I'm running again for the board of directors. And if you have an NRA membership, I'm going to do the petition. Not only am I going to do the petition, I need 285 people to sign on to that. But I will also be filling out the nominating packet. So I'm going to hit it twofold. So that watch out for that also. So, hey, everybody, what's up, Miss Nancy Boom? How you doing out there? Crock Itch is digging herself a huge while she won't escape from. She got the ghetto side that's gonna eat her ass up. The ghetto. Jasmine Crockett. Let me explain the two different sects of the black community. Okay, what you saw out there at the Metcalf trial, that's one culture of the black race, I guess. And then you got the other ones that are, standing up for everything, minding our own damn business, know what the flag means, know what our country is, respect and have a healthy dose of fear when it comes to our Heavenly Father. And then you got the ratchet clan. So I don't give a damn at this point of what culture of color or race I have been kicked out of. I don't care no more. She is not mine, so we be like, oh, she's black. You ain't what? And what? I won't claim that shit. I don't claim Jasmine Crockett or her funky attitude or her no decorum and power. None of this. I'm not finna use my platform or my voice to sit there and project hatred on the 24/7. So when, Al, the bobblehead informant of the FBI, Sharpton, decide that, the angel of death has finally just tapped him on the shoulder, she's gonna be the first one fake crying. And then she's going to take his place fakely. So be prepared. That racism bullcrap, she has a certain percentage of the United States population that eats that up. But most of them don't know how to read in cursive either. But that's no here or there. I don't claim all of that stupid games that y'all saw. So let's stop it with the bullcrap. It's like me calling majority of the white people, methany addicts. That's what? Playing banjos. We can keep going on with the stereotypes. So she is. Welcome to your new clan of racism. And before you fall into that stupid ass gap that black people can't be racist, stop it. Stop it. Okay then. Hey, Jen, she's pleaded the fifth that many times because she's guilty or covering up her butt cheeks. So did they really thought she was going to get up there and testify against herself? So all of them, when they are done something wrong, want to plead the fifth. But that's majority of everybody in their life. It's called manipulation and gaslighting 101. Somehow most people don't recognize when they being gaslit. I don't know. And they want to come out here and ask us to explain it. That's like me trying to teach you, how to write in cursive or drive a stick. If you don't know that by now, you ain't gonna never, ever damn know it without stripping some gears. So I choose not to anymore. I'm on meat now. I'm not reverting to milk. One more time. We're in meat now. We're not reverting back to milk. We don't need to explain anything when everybody's walking around with a supercomputer in their hand. Hey, Marsha, how you doing out there? Hey, Todd and Addie, what's going on? It's about time I pray the citizens win. We're in California? Whatever. I mean, we talked about that. Now, they saying there's no cheating. We talked about it. James O'Keefe got chased down the street, okay? Nick Shirley, they are drafting a law on just because he was a whistleblower. So, how you not know? We all said it, and I kind of giggled about the 2 single Newports and $2 that they was offering homeless people to actually register to vote as they're voting for them at the same damn time. We talked about this. So now that normal society want to put that on Front Street and want to talk about it, it gets boring and old. We've talked about James O'Keefe. We showed the video. I showed the video. I put it up on my page when he was saying, we're going to be out of here every single damn day until somebody do something about the fraudulent election and the cheating. Now, after a week, we got Roman noodles out there coming back from a cheating win of 43,000. Yeah, no, we're not. I don't want to talk about it. Let lamestream media start scratching their ass because, we've already talked about that. And now President Trump is demanding the SAVE Act because that, $700 billion was passed. So now he is demanding, don't need Thum anymore. Don't need Thum. Whatever just passed and was signed by President Trump, he is demanding that that Congress finally do their job where they don't need 60 votes and push the SAVE Act. So whatever they passed, that is automatic push. So we don't need Thum. So going around Thune and going around the Senate is already going to make those seditious six even more angrier. And we talked about that. So now that we don't need the Senate or need those traitors to actually push the Save America Act, it is now embedded into that what was it? The appropriations fund, where they just appropriated all that money for ICE and Border Patrol all the way to 2029. Well, that money is in there to activate Save America Act. We don't even need that part of the Republican Party anymore. So Thune coming out here and talking about the grassroots, talking about Republicans, talking about what he ain't gonna do, what he can't do. Well, we don't need him anymore. So go ahead and neutralize him like they have neutralized pretty much Nancy Mace. And I didn't know she was that damn bad until really listening and looking at people. Also Mitch McConnell, Cameron, also Crony, also. So we don't even need that wing of the Republican Party anymore, the insurrectionists at all. So Thune and his power has been neutralized in some degree. So not only is he going to be primaried, and I got a funny feeling somebody's going to primary Thune, but he needs to go. We don't need any more of the Bush Clan holdovers or any of the swamp monsters. It's only doing something for themselves. Talking about he can't do it. He can now. Hey there, what's up, Jen? How you doing out there? Hey, Carolyn. Hey, girl. What's going on, Michelle Frost? I tried to call you back. Okay, then back over here. Hey there. I know there's two sides of the black culture and the white culture and Hispanic culture and Chinese. Well, they all together. At this point, everybody culture got a bad side and a good side. Bad side and a good side. And me, I just choose to stick with the good side. So we've been bashed enough for people to know the difference. And if they don't, it ain't got nothing to do with us. That has nothing to do with anything that you're seeing on lamestream media, who is pushing the narrative and have been pushing this narrative, or what you see scrolling on social media by doom scrolling. So yeah, I'm peeping it out, but I'm sitting here like, whatever. Hey there. I'm just gonna call you videos, okay? It is Asp Sarah. Hey Dave. Kill that ant. I don't like ants, honey, at all. Hey, Asper, and you from Los Angeles. Thank you for coming on live, Lucretia. Absolutely. Thank y'all. Just show us what's going on in Los Angeles. We have this misconception that it's a lot of corruption. No, that's not a misconception. Because you even now, from what I'm hearing, Karen Bass' brother home actually burnt down in a Palisade fire. He has decided to sue not only Karen Bass, but also the government over there because of his house getting burnt too. What I don't understand is how they didn't stop that steal, and why are they still counting ballots a week after the fact or a week after the actual entire vote to begin with. So I believe but I'm all the way over here in Georgia. I believe that Spencer Pratt was cheated. There you go. Hey there, Asp Sarah. It's AP Sarah videos. How you doing out there? Hey, Jen, what is going on? Hey, Juanita, how you doing? It's y'all too. I appreciate y'all, just y'all five popping up in here. Hey there, what's going over here? Hey, Mopar man, how you doing out there, Todd? Anybody over there on YouTube? Hey, Gracie Tracy. I wrote this one, but I got it from Gateway Pundit, I'm thinking. Here we go. No, I wrote this. Jasmine Crockett. It will not allow me to say that. Crockett clashes with Alveda King during a heated SPLC hearing. What she said about Dr. Alveda King, right there to her face, there was no way you would have got up and walked out of there without me giving you a piece of my mind. And I'm over Jasmine. But I've been over her since she first opened up her mouth and pretend like she actually was raised in the ghetto. It says the House Judiciary Committee hearing on the Southern Poverty Law Center turned personal this week after Jasmine Crockett of Texas took aim of Republicans for inviting Dr. Alveda King, the niece of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., to testify. She stays in Washington. Not like have a house up there, but she's constantly always in Washington, D.C., and she is part of President Trump administration when it comes to the faith-based part of it. So for people just shocked and surprised that Dr. Alveda King is anywhere near the White House or a part of Trump's, faith-based initiative team, really? Ain't that asinine? But we're talking about Jasmine Crockett. It says the hearing titled The Southern Poverty Law Center Manufacturing Hate Part 2 was called by the House Republicans to examine the SPLC role in shaping civil rights policy, political labels, and public debate in the recent years. But the hearing quickly moved beyond the SPLC and became a larger argument over race, political identity, and who gets to speak on Dr. King's legacy. It definitely ain't Crockett. It definitely, ma'am, don't fix your damn lips on Dr. Martin Luther King. What the hell? You ain't even got a snippet of his bloodline. You can't even sniff the DNA. But to actually think you're going to degrade his niece because you the hater, you sound stupid and retarded, and I'm not taking that back. It says Crockett accused a Republican. She is a damn Republican. And I'm talking about Dr. Alveda. I should have texted her. I'm texting her this thing I'm texting her this article I wrote. And I'm talking about Dr. Alveda. I'm going to text this to her today. It says Crockett accused Republicans for using Alveda King last name to suggest that Black Americans agree with conservative positions. Actually, ma'am, there's a whole bunch of us out here that do agree with Dr. Alveda King before we would ever agree with you and your nappy-headedness. She said, a people of color, who, purple people? Polka dot. Everybody is a color. The hell? It says, do not feel welcome in the Republican Party. No, you don't feel welcome in the Republican Party. We don't need your racist ass over here to begin with. You, your kind, your followers, or anybody that thinks like you. Go back to your community and destroy it. Y'all good at that. Or holding it down or making it look like it ain't changed in 60 years. And argue that Republicans are trying to parade someone with the name Dr. King attached to them so people would be confused. What the hell? She's been out there for decades, heifer. You still trying to act black like you was raised in a damn ghetto, proper as hell in a gated community, trying to get down with somewhere you don't even damn fit in. But we could tell that by your community that you represent. You was never there and it still looked like a shithole. And I'm talking about Jasmine Crockett. It says Crockett also questioned whether Dr. Alveda King represented the teachings of Martin Luther King. See, this is when Dr. Alveda started looking like she had tears in her eyes, and she said, I gotta watch my words. It says, pointing instead to other members of the King family, including Martin Luther the King III. Them? And these are the same ones that still allow someone like Warlock to represent their dad's legacy. No wonder I'm going to watch my words. And Bernice King, her remarks immediately drew backlash from conservatives who said she was disrespecting a woman who is part of the King's family and has spent years speaking publicly about faith, civil rights, and the conservative values. Dr. King later responded emotionally, saying that Crockett appeared to suggest that she was not a legitimate part of the King's legacy. By that time, Jasmine and her cowardly ass cheeks and her fake eyelashes jumped up out of that committee hearing very damn quickly. King, turn that fan around, defended her family name, her life experience, and her right to speak as a black woman with her own beliefs, even when those beliefs do not line up with the Democratic Party. Just because y'all say we ain't black, we your worst damn nightmares. At least this black and these blacks have something going from them, and it's not victim mentality. It says the moment showed a deep division and divide in Washington over race and politics. For Democrats, a Crockett argument was Republicans were using Alveda King to score political points. For Republicans, the attack proved that Democrats only respect black voices when those voices stay in the House and inside boundaries, the left-wing politics. Yeah, because I get tired of people coming over here ghetto explaining to me. Don't ghetto explain to me. It says also, Dr. Alveda King is not just a political witness. She is the niece of one of the most recognized civil rights leader in American history, and Jasmine Crockett couldn't hold his communist rules of manifesto. I said what the hell I said. It says she has also been open about her Christian faith, her pro-life views, and support of President Donald Trump that makes her a target for Democrats who want to control the narrative around race, civil rights, and the black community. And she wasn't even raised in the black community. I'm talking about Jasmine Crockett. It says the hearing also raised a bigger question. Who decides which black voices are allowed to be heard? If a black conservative woman testifies before Congress, should she be dismissed because she does not follow the Democratic script? Dismiss me all you want. You know what? Dismiss my ass cheeks too. I testified in front of Congress. But I'm not Dr. Alveda King by a long shot, and I usually don't watch my words. Mine is crushing because I'm going to hit you straight at your core gut. Crockett's comment may have been aimed at Republicans, but they landed directly on Alveda King. And for many Americans watching, the message was clear. The left talks about diversity, while until the diversity include a black woman who believes in God, family, and country, and conservative values. The SPLC hearings was supposed to be about political labels and the power of organizations that define hate in America. Instead, it became a public reminder that some of the harshest attacks in politics comes from someone who refused to think, vote, or speak the way the left dreams. And I wish you would even try to make me do anything beyond my means. I'm gonna make sure that since I wrote this article on Dr. Alveda, I'm gonna text this article to her and she will read it. This type of foolishness, don't come over here. That's why I say militant black, stay the hell away from me. I'm gonna crush your balls. Progressive ass white folks, I'm telling you now, libtards, might want to back away from me. I'm going to literally crush you with my words and my words only, and it's going to make you report me. Don't come over here with your militant splaining, ghetto hood ratchetness splaining, or white splaining to me. Understand that? And don't sit there and have your mouth open. Pick up your upper lip, because I would never be a part of you and your demonic ass ways or your groups. So I ain't finna play with no dumb black people anymore, no dumb white people anymore. If you don't like me, the best place to do is back the hell away from my page, and I won't cuss you out. And I mean everything I say. And I ain't watching shit. Hey there, Belinda Lovelace. What's going on? You in Puerto Rico? Hey. What's up, Sharon? Be careful. Hurricanes are coming. How did the house come out? We didn't win it. So we got to start completely back over, all over again. We just didn't win it. Hey there, still fighting for it? No, I pray you're getting it back. We are not. We've already come to the conclusion and made peace about that. But there's other avenues. It's just depending if Walton County DA is going to get up off their ass, or if we're going to have to pay for a whole nother attorney that is greedy as hell, because they rich. They got insurance. Judge already said, yes, there was fraud. Yes, there's forgery. But, so he's already admitted there's fraud and forgery. Keep going forward. Lucretia, they said it was only misdemeanors and felonies. Good enough for me to be on a lawyer's record. Hey there, Terry. How you doing? Hey, Belinda. How you doing out there? So I'm not angry as much as I was, but I just refuse to put up with anybody else's crap after what we've dealt with. Hey, Sandy. Hey, Grandma Barker. How you doing? Gotta get back. Hold on. Gotta get back to work before it gets too hot for this old lady. Good luck tonight. Yes, ma'am. Love you, Grandma Barker. Have a great day. All right, then. What is this one? Hey there. Hey, Sarah. I was livid watching how she talked to Dr. Alveda King. See, this is when I would erupt the proceeds. I would have, while she was talking, and especially directing it at me, knowing that she was directing it at me, she wouldn't have got a chance to continue her statement. I don't care if she was reading it or not. When she started talking about the King family, and I am a King, a member of the King family, and I know she's talking negatively about me, I don't care how holy I am. I would have interrupted her in her tirade. So as Minister Alveda King said, she have to watch her words. That's Minister Alveda King. The rest of us out here ain't trying to be that prim nor proper at all. And if you attack me, I'm coming back and I'm going to attack you back. And you know what? Only time that we got to listen to Jasmine of the Crock Itch is when there's a race baiting going on. Yes, I don't care what she said about Kamala Anthony or whatever the hell she was talking about that case. Yeah, I saw it, heard about 10 seconds of it, backed out of it, and kept on scrolling. That woman right there, I don't care if she's a sitting rep and she lost her position. Her and her mentality, her ways, and the people that follow her are beneath me. And when you start looking at life like that these people are beneath us, we don't lower ourselves to talk to them. Hey there, hey Carolyn. Crock Itch probably got some blue waffle. Twat at that, twat waffle. Hey there, she's a vile and hateful ass woman. And Warlock, right up their sleeve. That is the new mentality of racism. I wonder how his ex-wife foot doing after he ran over it. Hey there, what's going on, Todd? Let's get to the next one. All right, Christy Fowler. I don't know. Oh, this one. I got this one too. Okay, there it is. I'm finna say, come on, computer. Oh, y'all, hold on, because Dave ain't paying attention. Y'all stay tuned. I just sat down and looked at the clock. We'll be right back. Go ahead, Dave. Welcome back, everybody, to the news at noon. Do not forget, I will not be on tonight. Me and Dave, we will not be on. I'm speaking at the Hart County GOP monthly meeting. But make sure, and tomorrow, we are going all the way to Atlanta to get those shirts. Are we going tomorrow? Because I haven't heard back from Tanya. Are we going to Atlanta tomorrow?
I guess.
Okay, that's 2.5 hour drive one way to get all the way to Atlanta to go get the raw material for your shirts so everything can be mailed or in the computer by Sunday. So for Monday morning, we will be having it physically in the mailbox. We're going tomorrow to get all the raw material for the combo packs. So I'm just throwing it out there. Everything will be in the mailbox Monday. Y'all get on over there. Kim Lamborghini was the last order that we received. Get the bundle pack, that is the t-shirt and the mug. So what we plan on doing is going straight to it is Buford Highway. I was getting ready to say Jimmy Carter Boulevard. No, Buford Highway, further on down before we get to the Spaghetti Junction, to go to one of the biggest t-shirt shops in Georgia. We're going to pick up all the raw material, all the vinyl, all the cups, everything tomorrow. And this weekend, Tanya, we're going over there Sunday to pick everything up. So do not be worried about your orders. They will be shipped out. You will get them before Father's Day. So somebody said, will we get them before Father's Day? Absolutely. So this weekend, tomorrow, Friday, we will be going all the way to Atlanta to pick up the raw material for the actual t-shirt orders so we can get them out and in the mailbox by Monday. So give us over the weekend to fill out every single thing that is on the books, and we really, really, really appreciate it. But like I said, also y'all can get on over there and just donate. It should be in the chat, and go to Patreon. There you go. So welcome back, everybody, where Trump demands Congress to finally stick up for the American citizen. Hey there, Tommy. What's going on? Aaron out there. Hey there, Terry. How y'all doing? Hey there, Sandy. How you doing? See, I looked up. You see this, Gingy? I'm looking at my phone. I didn't put my glasses on. I just squinched. Dr. King is a much stronger person than I am. My words would be irrelevant because what my hands would have done to Crock Itch. You know what? You need to go listen. Go watch her. when she's like directing her comments at Dr. Alveda King. Go watch and see the contempt. This heifer, she just need to disappear. Go away. Go somewhere and join the new Black Panthers. Maybe she'll be accepted. Maybe become the president of the NAACP. She's going to be very good at race baiting for the rest of her life. So that heifer, at least we're not paying her to be that hateful. We're not paying for her. Hey there, hey Don Dodge. Hey Don, how you doing? How you doing there? I see you, girl. All right then, back over here. All right, Marsha, listen to this. Share, share, share. That's what Terry said. Trump demands Congress immediately add the Save America Act to his $350 billion. I thought it was $700 billion. $350 billion Pentagon a reconciliation package. It only needs a simple majority, 50 plus J.D. Vance. We already got that. We don't need Thune. We don't need Thune. We don't need Collins. We don't need these people. We already got that. Here we go. And we already know for a fact that Fetterman is gonna vote with the Republicans. I'm sitting here, dude. Go ahead and put on a suit and just jump on board. It says President Trump is turning up the pressure on congressional Republicans, demanding immediate action on the generational investment in America's military and election integrity. President Trump issued a thunderous demand Wednesday night, ordering Republicans in Congress to stop playing games and immediately advance a massive new reconciliation package that pairs $350 billion to the new Pentagon funded with a long stall Save America's Act. This would be the third major reconciliation bill from Trump's term, following the tax cuts focused on the Big Beautiful Bill and the $70 billion immigrant enforcement fund package he signed just Wednesday morning. Push it on over. Push it on over. Keep going, Trump. You're going to get it in one way or the other, because he ain't going to get it from Democrats. And it don't look like he going to get it from Republicans either. They're not going to make Trump, listen, he's not going to be a lame duck. As much as they trying it, they think this is politics as usual. Dun Dodge, this is no politics that they have ever played before, because Trump don't play fair. He don't roll over and play dead. It says the legislation can pass the Senate with a simple majority, just 50 votes plus a J.D. Vance, a tiebreaker, completely bypassing Democrats' filibuster and the Senate parliamentarian roadblocks that have already killed previous attempts. Because remember, Thune came out and said, well, the parliamentarian said we don't have enough votes and we can't bring it to the floor. Trump said, watch me reach around and wrench it. And that's exactly what he did with the reconciliation bill. Trump laid out in an unmistakable terms on Truth Social. No other president has ever been more committed to both rebuilding our great military and saving our great country. And now is the time to make it happen. For generations to come, I am hereby calling on Republicans in Congress to immediately advance and pass the forthcoming $350 billion reconciliation bill, or it's Recon 3.0. Which, at the request of the great Department of War, will include the Save America Act as well. No games, no delays, no weak compromises. Do it ASAP. It's an election year. I think they better do it. It says, this is a generational investment on our military. Even bigger than the President's Reagan. Recon 3.0 is the only path to the full $1.5 trillion military budget our warriors need in order to build an arsenal of freedom. Because we already spend like $1 trillion on their budget, Pentagon. So when you're seeing all of this new technology in our weaponries, we paying for it and not giving it to other countries. It says we will defend the homeland and the gold with a golden dome. See, this one that confused the hell out of me. We're so big as a nation, as the 48 states. We're so big. Just these, continuing 48 states. Where is it going to do? Is it going to crisscross the nation? Okay, so if you have it in Washington State, you're going to have it in Maine, you're going to have it in Florida, and then you're going to have it in New Mexico or maybe the bottom part of California on a military base. Is it going to crisscross like HARP with all of the different, maybe that's what the 5G is for. Maybe that's why they're trying to turn on 6G, so it all connects over the continental United States. And if something is coming into our I don't know, stratosphere or another weapon is aimed our way, we can shoot it down. Maybe I don't know, but I'm guessing. The budget reignites American industry. Who's that?
Don.
Who?
Don.
Donna.
Don.
Oh, hey Don Dodge. You call Dave. Okay. Hey Don Dodge, reignite American industry, create hundreds of thousands of high-paying American jobs, and secure our global dominance without fueling inflation. Also, this Save America Act will protect our election for generations to come. Our warriors protect our most sacred rights, and voting is at the top. Time to defend that right for every American. Pass all $350 billion and save the America Act to secure the nation for our children and grandchildren. Way to go. Who slipped that in? Trump. He was gonna get around them either way, either or. He's gonna sign an executive order, and somebody said, well, Lucretia, the next president could go in there and strike it down. Well, if the next president is J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio, no, they're not. No, they won't. Hey there, Belinda. I'm in the corpus. All right, then stay warm. That's the only thing I can tell you. What is that? Hold on. Let me refresh this because it literally stopped talking to me. I can see y'all talking on my phone, but when it comes, see, Jin Jin? See? Jin Jin was like, girl, I didn't see any of that, right? I didn't either until now. I'm refreshing my screen. I see Terry. Terry's the last person. The rhinos make me sick. It's the rhinos in power. And you got to think, these are elitist rhinos. These are like the Bush holdover. These are the ones that say, I have been working for the government in some shape, form, or fashion for over 40 decades. These are some of those rhinos that used to hold office, lost their positions, scratched somebody back. Now they are like lobbyists or for something else. So these never Trumpers and rhinos, they're in every level of our government. These are the ones that saying MAGA is dead, America first is gone. These are the Republicans that got Mike Pence back on the forefront in my news feed, opening up his mouth when he went ahead and took a silver coin. I'm sitting here like, bro, go on away. You and the Bush clan. We don't want to hear nothing from y'all. Hey there, what's going on? Okay, what Don Dodge want? I'm kidding. Okay. You could have said that, Don. Hey there, Jin Jin. Great article. What? That was me. I wrote that, I think. I hope Fetterman does vote with us. Well, whoever he's threatening right now, this is from what I'm understanding, there's a argument, or John Fetterman is saying, I'll wear a suit, a business suit, for the rest of my term in Congress if somebody ain't a racist. They're saying somebody got a Nazi tattoo on their chest, and that is racist. Not calling Republicans racist, but actually having someone running for office as a spokesperson for the Democrats with an actual Nazi tattoo on his damn chest. Now, I don't know why him and Fetterman has locked horns, but Fetterman is pissed off at somebody that's on the Democratic Party. I'm just waiting and biting my time that Fetterman within the next 4 years is going to become a Republican. It'll be too late, but it's sure. Okay. Hey, Kathleen, what's up, sippy girl? How you doing out there? On to the next. What's this say? All I saw was minors and not being occupied. They still coming over the border? Not by much. Let's go ahead. Exclusive, the free press. Who is these? Exclusive. It says the Justice Department closes in on illegal aliens for smuggling unoccupied minors. They've been doing that for okay, we're gonna read it though. We're gonna read it. I can't read it. I better not have to. Okay then. Phew, I was going to say you are not getting my email. It says the Justice Department is preparing criminal charges against an illegal alien for allegedly using fake identifications to gain custody of unoccupied migrant children. It says the Free Press has learned that the prosecution could shed light on how relaxed screening for sponsors and unaccompanied minors in recent years have allowed a widespread fraud and endangered of welfare of thousands of children. Okay, I'm glad they're finding these kids. I think they've said they've found up to 500,000 so far. But all the kids that got missing and was given freely to mules and giving them away out here in America to people they did not know during the Joe Biden administration? Are we kidding? How many did they say the kids were missing? Over 1 million children has just disappeared into the interior of the United States because the United States government, backed up by the Biden administration, was literally giving these unoccupied minors just to anyone and everyone. Now, okay, thank you, President Trump, for deciding to put a halt to it. Hopefully and faithfully, they're finding these children while arresting these SOBs, and they are being arrested. These smugglers, they are being arrested. It's up and down my timeline like every single week. They have found a new batch of children and arrested a lot of illegal aliens should never been in our damn nation to begin with. How you just smuggling and selling children? The criminal complaint was filed against a defendant, a Guatemalan national. What the hell his name is? Dave, come over here and read this. Martinez, Atacudinez, Chavanez, Cho. What is that? What is the hell is that? What is that name? So y'all be thinking I'm lying. Pronounce it. Okay, we're gonna call him Martin. All right then, cause the hell is that? Okay. In Ohio, a federal court last week for allegedly filing fraudulent unaccompanied alien children sponsorship applications to facilitate their entry into the United States. An indictment is expected within the next 2 weeks, according to the source. It says, according to criminal complaint, the federal authorities discovered a Facebook account used by Martin, or ain't gonna try it, and a co-conspirator for coordinating efforts to smuggle migrants into the United States in or around September and October of 2020. The account users appears to discuss smuggling of and prices. I get my shit shut down and y'all just openly on Facebook selling kids. Okay then, users appear to discuss smuggling of and prices for individuals, including minors, on Facebook. On Facebook, but I get it reported. Seriously? The complaint read that May the 22nd, search for her address and a resident identified 13 individuals, 4 whom was children. The Department of Health and Human Services offered a Office of Refugee Resettlement. Office of Refugee Resettlement has been working on the case for months as part of a broader crackdown on migrant children trafficking and improperly vetted sponsors of unoccupied or accompanied minor children, also known as UACs. What the hell they call aliens? UAPs? And now you call it unoccupied. Okay, then whatever. Minors who have either neither legally status or in the United States or legal guardian to care for them. It says these details surrounding the indictment, shocking amount of alleged UAC sponsorship fraud shows how fraudsters have capitalized in the recent years on the federal government lax sponsor vetting practice. They didn't have a clue who they was giving these children to. It says the federal investigators at the FBI, Homeland Security Investigate, and HHS Inspector General identified 12 sponsorship applications filed by the same person between 2019 and 2023. At least 8 was misrepresented her identification and relationship with these unoccupied minors. Of the 8 alleged fraudulent applications she filed, 6 were successful and only 2 were denied by federal authorities. This woman was a mule. And we pay for them to mule and traffic children. I said we do. To mule and traffic children around the United States without vetting any of these people, because when they was coming across the southern border, in the actual documentary that we showed, and y'all saw all of those IDs just laying out there on the ground, and it was a lot of children. That's exactly what they do. They went into the point of entry after they came here illegally through all their identification on the ground, and then they just paid them, gave them money, gave them housing, gave them food stamps, gave them health benefits, gave them schooling and everything, and we had no idea who these people actually were. And that one video that I seen off CNN, it was at an airport, and it was a CNN reporter, and it was talking to this man, and he was like, "That's my child." That child didn't know him from Tom Adam off the damn street. And that fake reunification that they used to want to call it, that was a mule. That was an innocent child. And CNN, you need to be ashamed of yourself for facilitating it. You didn't sit there and protect that child at all. That child mannerism told you, and everyone that was watching that video, he had no idea who the hell y'all was handing that child over to. Where's the children now? Hey there, hey, call me shocked, not no more, and call me block if we talk about any of this, or call us immediately in jail. We wouldn't be getting paid. Hey there, young girls on a dating website. Back page is still up. Craigslist is. I remember back pages on Facebook used to be a huge thing, but to actually read that, to know that people are using Facebook accounts and profiles to sell children online, I get shut down for talking about politics. Who's live? Is that you? Somebody is saying we're live. I don't know. Somebody just text me. Hey, Todd and Addie, as odd as it may say, Fetterman is an old school blue dog Democrat. That's what we call him. He is against racism and corruption. Weird that it took having a stroke to bring it out of his rational side. I guess being thrown into a crazy institution now when he first got in office, or we gonna forget that when he disappeared and they had his wife up there, up and down in Washington D.C. while they said he was recuperating. It just seemed like that Fetterman is totally different mindset from the Fetterman they first put out here. So I have no idea. This Fetterman I kind of like better. At least he got a little bit of common sense and stuff, but he's still a Democrat. He said he's gonna try to work within his own political party. Sir, they're going to try to hem you back up like Kanye West. They're going to throw you back up in the funding form. I'm just saying. All right, then, what is this one? Pentagon lockdown. I thought it was for a chemical spill. They ain't opened it back up yet? That was this morning. What do you mean? They ain't got ventilation systems? Okay, we're going to read it. Pentagon is not locked down for what y'all think it is. It's clickbait. But we're going to read it because I was like, oh, my God, the Pentagon. What was that? Another mess? No, it was for a hazmat. Somebody might spill some coffee and it was too strong for everybody. It says Pentagon floors on lockdown due to hazardous material incident. You mean to tell me they ain't cleaned that up yet? All right then. Or is it a faulty sensor? If we paying that much money and y'all budget is like $1 trillion a year, you better get better sensors and better cameras too. It says the Pentagon was put on lockdown Thursday morning due to a hazardous material incident. Several floors were evacuated amid the scare. A spokesperson, Pentagon spokesperson, the Pentagon has a sophisticated system to ensure the safety of the building and its occupants. Those systems have detected an air quality issue necessitating, precautionary measures during until we determine the significance. You're going to lock down the floors. Did you turn off that ventilation system? The department is executing standard protection protocols, including a shelter-in-place order for the affected areas. Response teams are in place and ready to support building occupants. And they don't tell us nothing. Material. Was somebody dropped something? Was it a leak in the actual ventilation system? Why are you shutting down floors? I mean, that's pretty much all that's telling you. It's a medical emergency in one of the Pentagon corridors turned to be a panic attack. Multiple floors and corridors inside of the Pentagon have been locked down and others are being evacuated due to a hazardous material incident. The Pentagon spokesperson, Sheen Parnell, confirmed Thursday that systems within the Pentagon have detected an air quality issue, precautionary measures until they determine what was going on. And it's just going to keep repeating itself. Other than that, somebody might have farted wrong. Had a bean burritos. I don't know. I thought they should have cleaned that up by now. That was an alert, right? 9 o'clock this morning. They still talking about it. I guess they don't have great ventilation systems then. What is this one? This better not be the man on the street and trying to get people to read in cursive. Because I keep coming across those videos and you just don't understand how many dumbass folks walking around America. It says, America's worst generation is dumber than us. Generation Z. Okay. Ooh, sheesh. Well, Generation Z has shown a quantifiable, documented decline in fundamental cognitive and physical skills, including mathematical logic, verbal reasoning, visual problem solving, and baseline physical fitness, driven largely by the displacement of deep focus activities by thousands of hours of digital consumption. It says liberal think tanks, however, claims that the results are mixed rather than abysmal. They didn't even know what zebra was. They couldn't even pronounce zebra written in cursive. Technically, they was all looking like hoochie mamas. It was like nighttime. It looked like they was going to the club scene, but they could not read zebra. Wrote in cursive. It says also they point to areas where Gen Z has allegedly gained ground, such as environmental awareness. Y'all got some dumbass kids. And social inclusion and digital fluency. But you can't add or subtract or read or write. But you're worrying about a minnow in a lake. Ooh, child. It says pride parades, protests for open borders, and war on oil are now considered replacement for reading and writing and reasoning. Child. I could tell because some of their parents be coming on my damn page. Oh my God, y'all got dumb kids. Y'all got dumb kids. Oh my God. You got stupid children. It says if the powers that be decide that inclusion and climate outweighs math and science. Stop scratching your head. Oh my God, I can't figure that out. How y'all setting y'all kids up for failure? Are you kidding? Child, please. No wonder they don't know wrong from right. Oh my God. It says, and then Gen Z is way ahead. They behind. Oh my God, they dumb. It says, no wonder people get mad at me because I say the word retard. You around it on a consistent basis. Teach your kids. Don't you feel foolish now for believing Gen Z was becoming dumber? They are actually evolving into socially aware, inclusive beings. Stop laughing, Dave. What the wait a minute. Don't you feel foolish now for believing Gen Z is becoming dumber? No. They are actually evolving into socially aware, inclusive beings. For the most part of the 20th century, each generation of Americans scored higher on intelligence tests than the one before it. The phenomenon, documented by somebody in New Zealand, said that the 3 points per decade across developed nations, researchers attribute the gains in improvement in education, nutrition, and public health. That upward trend has now reversed, and reversal is concentrated on the Generation Z, born through 1997 to 2012, who have become the first cohort in the modern era to score miserably and measurably lower than their parents across a range of cognitive, physical, and behavioral metrics. But go ahead and dance on TikTok. It says the foundational evidence of IQ reversal comes from a 2018 study published in the National Academics of Science. It says, go on down. I ain't finna give these people all that stuff. Analyzing cognitive ability scores from military constructiveness data covering more than 730,000 men born between 1962 and 1991, they found that the IQ scores peaked in the 1975 birth cohorts and declined ever since by 0.2%. Y'all, snatch your when was my grandkids? I had to think about when was DJ born? Woo, he is not born in a Gen Z generation. Good God, thank you. He gonna learn. He don't give a damn about a bug. He gonna squash it. The most finding was that the decline appeared within families. Brothers born later scored lower than brothers born early, ruling out genetic selection or immigration as explanations. It says the study affects its reversal both on environmental causes. It says the steepest decline in verbal reasoning is between the ages of 18 to 22 years old. If y'all got 18 to 22-year-old kids, snap them out of that and give them a Slim Jim. Give them a Slim Jim. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. They can tell you about gaydism, but they can't know what 2 + 2 is, or read the Constitution of the United States, but they can tell you about gaydism and zestism. It says the standard testing scores reinforce the IQ data, and they be coming over here wanting to argue with me. Child, please. In the United States, it says the National Assessment of Educational Process, the nation's report card released in 2024, results for 12th graders in September of 2025, covering students' tests between January and March of 24. Math and reading scores fell 3 points. 3 points. Only 22% of the people that graduated then know how to read. 22%. 22% know how to read and write and reason. They had to be homeschoolers. It says also only 22% reached the proficiency in math, down 24%, and only 35 reached the proficiency in reading, down 37%. And you wondering why you got teen takeovers. They can't read stop. The hell is that? The deterioration in reading extends into higher education. Pepperdine University. You better not tell me y'all got some dumbass college students out there. Well, we see that every time I go on Facebook. Are you kidding me? So from the college age to right after high school age, not only can they not read, write, or do math, but you dumb in college too. Wow.
Hey, but they're sure that a man can be a woman. He puts on a dress.
And they don't know what a prostrate exam is, but they gonna tell me how to raise a child. See, this is when we was beat into sense. Okay, we was beat to have sense, because y'all didn't beat y'all kids enough. No wonder these dumbass people on the road just destroyed other people's stuff. They don't know no damn better. But they just pointed at the ceiling. Off for your kids, because I'm glad mine ain't like that. But everybody, like I said, I will not be on tonight, but we will be going live. So Dave is going to have my phone, and we're going to be going live. He's going to try to share it. I don't know how he's going to do that. Or we'll cut it down when we get back and go live with it. So y'all make sure, get on over there to fall back at USA-2.myshopify.com. We're headed straight to Atlanta tomorrow to make sure to pick up all the cups, all of the olive greens. I might take that off. That's a hard ass color. But all of the olive greens will be purchased tomorrow and printed on over the weekend. So if you want your order out by next week, get your order in before. Yeah, Dave said just get it in before tomorrow. So when we get up first thing in the morning and y'all wondering why Krisha ain't doing the news at noon, we stuck in traffic. We're headed straight to Atlanta first thing tomorrow morning to get to one of the biggest t-shirt warehouses down there and to pick up the raw material ourselves, so y'all are not holding on and just waiting for it to be mailed to us. So get on over there and get a bundle pack, get a Faith Over Fear, get We the People Told You So, any of those, and get a cup, a mug, or whatever, or get on over there to Gumroad, get the book Still Standing, or We Are Still One Nation Under God, or if you out of all of that, just donate. Yeah, we could use donations, and more donations. Some woman got on my page this morning under the sponsorship of the Patreon and said a free 7-day membership. Who the hell does that? Not anything I have ever seen. You could do a one-time membership or blessing, or you could do a monthly blessing, but a 10-day membership, no, or 5-day, 7-day. Yeah, I'm not Adobe, honey. That's how my account got hacked 4 separate damn times 2 days ago. And that's why I had to go. No, that was yesterday. I had to go to the bank because purchasing stuff off the internet. Yeah, hacked my account again. So no, we don't do that. We just don't do a 7-day. But like I said, you are welcome to bless us any way you would like. You could buy a t-shirt, you could buy a hat, you could get a book, you could get any of that, or you could just donate. So for the people's like, oh, she's just here for the money. Honey, you could go over there and buy some shit. You could go on over there and buy something. But constantly on a continuous basis, entertaining everybody else, and we struggling? This week, I talked it up. I wanted to get back out there and speak. So now it looked like we will be going back to Washington, D.C. with the D.C. Project Women for Gun Rights. And I'm going to be speaking on the Washington Mall. So that would be in September. We are leaving out on the 12th, be back on the 14th. We're going to drive up and come down. So that is how we're going to do it. And everybody, we will have a fundraiser for that as close as it get. And when it comes to the NRA, watch my page. You're going to be able to see, if you are NRA member, where to sign a petition for me to be put back on the ballot to run for board of directors 2027. And this will be for a 3-year permanent term or a 6-year. So we will see that also. So everybody, like I said, get on over there and bless, support, and donate. So here we go. All right, Melissa, soon I'll be sipping out of my mug. I think you one of them. Like I said, we're going down there. We went to Hobby Lobby to go get one of these 6 cups for over $25. So we just going to go down there to the actual warehouse center itself to pick up all of this raw material and just take it straight to my sister's house so we can get all of this printed on, shipped out by Monday. So everybody, Melissa and Todd and Addie, y'all have a blessed day. Sarah, much love. Sue House, I'll see you later. Melissa, keep a lookout on my page. Nora, have a blessed day, everybody. Carolyn, we will see you out there. We'll see you later tonight. But like I said, everybody, Kathleen, Sipping Cup Girl, Todd again, Lisa Ann Warner. She said my whole name. Everybody out there, y'all stay blessed. And last but not least, is it Tracy Gracie or Gracie Tracy? And then we have X, my phone. Y'all stay tuned. I'll get right back with y'all. See y'all later. Go ahead, Dave.
Here we go. She's on 5 to 7, 9 to 10 p.m. Fallback Productions. Talks about topics of the day and loves her country, the U.S. of A. Got her Get Right rally on tax day. Got family country, Trump is her thing. She don't know the songs, gives Dave a hard time. Don't worry, it's fine, he's still her Valentine. Keeps us in the loop. Don't you know, sit back and enjoy the Lucretia you.